Now, we begin.
Hey, what's up YouTube? It's 31's back with some more Illaoi gameplay, and we're kicking it off early in this video because we have a exciting level 1. Lena goes in for the flash. Nautilus is in a bad position. See if we can get some kills. Oh, she's not gonna die! Yeah, so I decided to flash forward because I thought Lena was gonna get away. Kindred actually did get the last auto, so Kindred was gonna get the kill, but... You know, in the chaos of it all, you don't really know. So I went for the flash auto, finish it. And yeah, that's how level 1 started. So it was exciting, to say the least. We go with a longsword, and we're versus the Irelia today. So be sure to like and subscribe, and check out all the content I've got coming out with the York, Illaoi, and hopefully some other champs soon. Maybe a Vex top playthrough? That could be fun. I think it's kind of hard though, because she doesn't get banned a lot. But yeah, versus Irelia. Wait, let's see. We had Kazakh's jungle. Not a bad 1v2 top jungle. Definitely a very snowbally lane. This lane, it's gonna really snowball. Very rarely do I have like even Irelia Illaoi matchups. And well, the thing is, if one person gets ahead, the other person can still outplay. So it's exciting. Definitely say it's Irelia favored because I think when it comes down to like what is like better. And high elo it becomes down to like what has more options that lead to win conditions. And ultimately, if I miss position versus Irelia, she just all owns me and I can't get out. Right? There's no like backup. I'm committed. If I miss position, I'm in. Oh, we're level 2 early. We're going for an early trade. Nothing really comes from it. Yeah, she took a while to get her level 2. But yeah, it really is like, she all-ins me, right? She also has priority, I think, early as well, with the passive sex pretty much is auto-winning. So I have to be really careful about him. Whereas, if I land E, I really can always just kind of run away and reset. And so the amount of lines of play that lead to me winning are usually really low. Yeah, I mean, just look at this. It's real. If I get level 3 here, I can lane E between the two tentacles and it's really strong. That one minion wouldn't die. Beautiful E. Auto W. Just going in. I don't have flash. So I gotta just run. So I W for the kill. I think Kindred's not happy. So I think Kindred's not happy because like I definitely cast level 1. And then she perceived that as a chaos, but honestly, I actually thought Irelia was going to turn that with their passive healing. So Kindred's all butthurt, but whatever. I get a great freeze. Again, this is a snowball matchup, so I'll take the early lead for sure. I'm going to go with Emax first. I'm playing off stream, you know, kind of off on my own during these, and so I'm starting to. I stopped doing E versus Qmax because when I was streaming, everyone asks about it. And the fact of the matter is, until you get to really high elo, it's a minuscule difference. E-maxing means you have a lower cooldown E and it does more transfer damage. Whereas maxing Q means all your tentacles do more damage, and your Q's on a lower cooldown, but your E is on a higher cooldown, and it does less transfer damage, right? So it's just a trade-off. And both end up with lower cooldowns and higher damage output. It's just like, do you want your power in your tentacles, or do you want your power in your, like, E's? But okay, so we're destroying Irelia right now, by the way. If I can land E here. Beautiful. Auto W. Nope, didn't auto. Just walk up, Q. Stay with. W for... She's so fast. What is her movie? 335? Aren't we quicker than that now with the 10 movement speed buff we got? I don't understand why she was so fast. And we're gonna keep being aggressive. Try to land an E on her. Alright. She held her Q off forever. Oh yeah, so the problem becomes E versus Q max, the marginal difference, it's a difference of strategy and how you need to approach plays and fights. But at the end of the day, there are things that are more important that you should focus on. I'm going to teleport back to keep the pressure up. She's so low too. I mean, if I can, you know, get a neon here or something, it's powerful. Okay, whatever. And so this minuscule thing dictates like 95% of the conversation. But it only dictates like maybe, I don't know. It's got to be some low percentage of like what actually matters. You know, what actually matters is like how you position, what, like, when do you go for plays, how do you like read the minimap, how do you like understand like risk and risk reward, and we timed the teleport really well there. Back out, Q, walk up, auto W. Woo. Okay. Did we ult here? Nah. But you see, we're very, very strong. And instantly we're back to pushing. We're pushing. And every wave we want to contest. We want to get ease on her. And beautiful. Ult. Honestly, she outplayed me. But, like, oh, that was sad. I should have flashed something. She put that really well, where she tanked a lot of damage with her W. I W'd her to get the tentacle slam on her, but then she flashed away to dodge all the tentacle slams, and then she Q'd back onto a minion to Q back onto me with her incredible mobility. So yeah, definitely an outplay by her. I just didn't expect that line of play, honestly, because I could have used flash definitely to at least get out alive at the very least. The big problem with that dive is that Kindred, who I kind of KS twice from, whatever. You know, it's not good when I take 2 kills and then I end up giving up a kill under turret like that to level 5 Irelia. That's not good. So you always worry about like ultimately tilting your teammates to oblivion. It's just a bad momentum play on their spirits. But yeah. So that's why I don't. But now that I'm off stream, like, I'm not so tilted about I'm not getting asked all the time. Now y'all will ask about it, but that's fine because I'll kind of touch on it in the game, in the video. Oh, so yeah, I guess we'll go full circle. Why did I Emax this game? Oh, I'm all over the place. You can tell I haven't done these in a few days. I Emax because versus Irelia, what I want to do is I want to go for a lot of E's that are like contesting minions. So I want to like predict her Q dash onto like a minion and then E. Like, let's see if I can do it here. Like, you kind of see what's going on. And these aren't the highest percentage plays. And every time I miss an E, I have to run away like this. So if I want to minimize the amount of downtime I have in this lane, yeah, ult. W. Q. No, she's gonna run away. Nice. Let's see if we can bait her back into the tentacles. Yep. Nice. W. Q. Auto W. So she sold out my E and ult and all that. But what I wanted to do was ultimately, I knew she'd probably go back. So I held off on the ult until she full committed her ult. And then I ulted. Because I knew she had the ability to just run away. So I have to really hold out and wait for her to commit. And then she ran away, right? And that was really frustrating. But I was like, hey, if I run near enough to her, she might go back on me. And I can just bait her back into these tentacles. And I can just play off these for the next like 4 seconds. Which works out pretty well. Now my team's doing the Omega like tilter for a top laner, which is sit between the lanes and wait for them to come up as you're losing 3 waves and 3 plates, and your world is collapsing under you, and then you just get destroyed. Yeah, that's like the most tilting thing in the world for any top laner. So, rip. Kindred does a smart thing. I strongly disagree with Nautilus right now. Do you see this? TSM, VTFTX, probably like Academy TSM player, some crap. I strongly disagree with putting the Rift here. Because I will get these plates and these turrets on my next R. That's all we have to do is wait 20 seconds, wait for my reset, and we'll get this turret. As long as we don't lose mid or bot turret, you're better off using Rift like mid lane or bot lane, where there's a ton of plates left. And we're unlikely to actually get those. So it's going to get you a better gold value. And there's no, again, unless we were losing bot turret right now, then I could see a argument to be made to like get first turret. But that risk isn't there. And I can get I'm getting this turret, like, as soon as I get back to lane. If anything, I can actually punish more, because the tier 1 turret's up still, and I can, like, go for another kill, and maybe even a 1v2. So I definitely agree with Kindred not to use a top. And look, even now, I don't even... Kindred's here too, so we just go for another dive. If we go for this. This is like really awkward though. Ah, it's so awkward. When you miss it, it's so awkward. So she ends up putting it. I don't think there's a reason for Kindred to be up here to force that. I think Kindred should just be mid. They end up putting it anyways. But I still disagree. I think if we had chilled out, just let me play top lane like I have been, I will get a solo kill, I will deny waves, I will get turret. It's not a big deal. And Kindred can just play mid bot. Whatever. Oh, I go for it. Oh. Awkward. It's weird to me that Kha'Zix is like coming up, because like, for all intents and purposes, you should assume I'm resetting there. So like, why is he pathing up here in the first? I don't get it. Those are the weirdest plays to me, where it's like, why would you assume I wouldn't reset there? So you'd run all the way top and waste all your time. Because I shouldn't say. The only reason I did say it is because I thought I could bait Irelia. But like, why would your jungler be top? Could assume I'm resetting. It's just yeah. Alright, maybe I'll finish why I'm Emax this game at some point. The reason I Emax is we're going for low every time I have to reset. Alright. I whip the E and I'm dead. I probably shouldn't have used action. Again, this is another play that's just weird to me. I don't know. Like, why are y'all 3 top? Kha'Zix still top side. Drag spawning. We got a million people mid. Like, we're just giving up plates mid. We're giving up bot prio. We're giving up drag prio. I guess I should read the map better and like assume. One thing I have started to do more often lately is assuming people actually will play in this like really weird way that you wouldn't expect, because it's like not good, but then they do it and it works, because if you assume it's not good that they do that and then they actually do it because they're not good. I mean, maybe they're taking it one step further, but I don't think they are. Maybe they're going a step further where they're going, hey, Illaoi's gonna play like this because this is a bad play, and they're gonna expect us to make the good play, but actually we're gonna make the bad play, which they wouldn't expect. So it ends up being, it's like, I don't know, dude. I don't think their mental gymnastics is happening at that level. I think they're actually just making bad plays, and it works for them because it's a bad play, and you wouldn't expect them to make the bad play. So what I've started to do, and it's working out really well, I'm up a lot of LP lately, is I've gotten really diligent of being like, hey, this is the bad play, they're probably going to make that play, and then I play around it, and it works out really well. Their Akshan is really their carry this game. Ari's doing okay, she's 2 and 3. But that 5 AD Divine Thunder nerf, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. Those range minions, look at them. Unbelievable. I missed that ward 3 times while I was trying to kill them. Like, the thing is, I'm not going to do anything versus the, I'm not going to do anything versus the Ahri. It's just, like, I could go for, like, some flash ult outplay. But what's really going to happen is I'm going to, if I land E, I can flash ult, and then she just ults away and runs away. Not worth. If I miss E, then she just all-ins me, and like at the very least takes half my health. At worst, I die. There's like no good outcome, so I'm better off just like teleporting bot and trying to turn that play. The downside of not Q-maxing is that 5 AD Divine Thunder nerf. Can we land an E on this cannon? Hey, nice. Auto W. Auto Q. And I went Divine Thunder because they have 3 melee. But Kha'Zix is kind of squirrely, like Irelia is kind of squirrely. So I don't expect to get that much value out of Gore Drinker. The Divine Center just lets me like handle Irelia a little bit better. It gives me a different win con too. So typically my win con versus Irelia is like E, and then, you know, when she goes Sol on me, like ult W spam until she dies. Let's say I miss E, I can, or if she's like over dodging my E. Sometimes players will over dodge. They'll be so hyped up on dodging your E that they will like just let you W spam them. So every time I W, like Irelia does a lot of damage, right? With Divine Thunder. I'm baiting this really hard. Blend the E. Okay, I'm trolling. W. Focus on Leona. She has no mobility. We just need healing throughput. We have Flash. Flash to Charm. I don't know if it missed or not. Beautiful. Tight. Land E. Dude, we just can't land an E, man. And we just died in action here. Best thing I can do is just stall at this point. Boop. Whatever. Kindred gets our mark, so worth 3 for 1. What's the play? I think Drag is the win con, right? Yeah, it's Dragon. That's Kindred 4 and 2. Every Kindred I go versus would be a 7 and 0 at this point. So, I have a mediocre Kindred. This is fine. You don't have to stay, right? Don't you just get the, if you summon the Rift, don't you just get the plate or the Tower Gold? It like acts like you're there, kind of deal. Need water. Oh, but yeah. So every time I throw an E and miss, I have to wait in this lane like 5 or 6 seconds. Or well, I have to wait till E comes back up, right? So it's the difference between waiting 15 seconds and waiting 8 seconds is maxing E or not. And Irelia, I don't need the extra like tentacle damage really. You know, it's a very setup-oriented fight. And if I mess up the setup, I probably just lose anyways. So I'd rather have more chances to have the proper setup to win a fight than to have extra tentacle damage that probably isn't that relevant most of the time. In the 1v1 at least. So because Zoe died, we're kind of just giving up Drake. How does that miss? Oh, and Thornmail draws Sword Aggro. So I'm having a, and I don't drop turret aggro. I'm just having so much fun. And then actions actually here. Nice. Ah, oh, beautiful. What? Thank you. Beautiful. Ah. Oh, to be a tentacle goddess. Oh, how much fun. For the blindy? Nothing. Forest, don't die! They clearly have a ward there. Great game so far, though. 7-3, really strong. Definitely carryable. Going for a little bit of cheese. I don't have R, which makes these plays like really like. People don't understand about Illaoi is I really am an ultimate base champion. I'm a setup. I'm a combo deck, and I have to have my R. That's like the Exodia. Without it, I do so little. We kill it. So people make plays all the time, and I'm like, man, yeah, I don't have tentacles. I don't have R. Can we not do this? I'm trying to see if they walk through here. Land an E. I have Sacred Sage. We do have a lot of gold. So, I'm going for my typical 3 build right now for those who don't know is my mythic item, whether it be Divine Sunder, Gore Drinker, and the occasional Trinity Force. I don't really like, I don't really find Stridebreaker too useful anymore. And then I go into Sacred Sage and Death Stance. Those are really my 3 core items. Not necessarily always in that order, but typically in that order. Just trying to farm as much as we can. We do have a teleport. Although they really should chill, right? I mean, they can just defend turret. There's really no point to be in the middle of the lane when we have we clearly have numbers disadvantage. And I get to push side lane for free while they're being really inefficient. So we're being a lot more efficient with our like macro game, and that's dependent on our team not fighting randomly in mid lane. I'm pushing bot to try to pull aggro. If I can pull enough people bottom, then I can we can sneak Baron. There's a fight going on there. I can't really teleport because Irelia can just like stun me. So I'm just going for like a hard push, and because it looks, you can tell from the kill feed, they're clearly winning. Really good E. Yeah, we're just pushing. I mean, there's no need to teleport at this point. They should win. You can look at the health bars. I don't have to look at all. I can just look at the minimap, health bars, and kill feed to understand like what's going on. Which is amazing. So we won 4v4, which you'd expect, because our team is ahead. And then I can farm. I can push. I can get the tier 2. Ooh, you are not gonna love that. Tier 2 is worth 600 gold, and then I get another 300 gold from the kill, and then I get another, you know, I've got another like 600 gold from all the waves I got the farm in the meantime I split. So the split push has been incredibly good. I mean, I've gotten 2,400 gold now with the Baron, and I get to deny the enemy jungle. I get to take blue buff. And it is a little bit risky in that, like, my team could throw there. I could teleport flash ult into the Baron. Like, Illaoi is really good at slowing Baron, especially once I get Sarah's Gauge. If the enemy team does like a 4-man on it or 3-man, I can between my E-poke and then my ult flash all in like potential, I can typically get people to at least back off of Baron. And then sometimes they just all turn and kill me. So. But my team, like, if Irelia and I are both splitting, the team can't really blame me. You know, because they're forcing a 4v4. And it's like, if you're gonna force a 4v4, you better force a 4v4 you can win. This is really awkward. Barry's just in a little too far up. I do have Flash R, so I'm ready to go. I'm fine, we're in a choke point. Look for the Flash R. Block? I tried, Varus. Oh. Do y'all like that E on the Nautilus hook? Like, I angled it correctly because I knew how Nautilus hooks, like, kind of pulls people a little bit. Beautiful. I just ran into Drake. Really good E. Onto Ahri. Just kind of protecting Kindred right now. We need Kindred to be alive. Get this Drake. She's gonna reset. I do have Death Sand, so we're at 3 items. We're gonna go for 4th item next. My go-to 4th item has been a Spirit Message. Oh, hello. Coming, I'm trying to help. I'm helping. I should have queued. I knew he was gonna go for the. I knew he was gonna go for the plant. I should have queued at the plant. I knew it was gonna happen, but Kindred gets him anyways. Take turret, 9 kills, really good. Oh yeah, I like Spirit Message 4th item because we have health, shielding, healing, damage reduction, armor. We just don't have magic resistance, and then the Spirit Message passive, healing and shielding buff, it just synergizes with everything. It's such a beautiful build. It's really well rounded. Definitely the build I'd recommend. Woo. The Omega Lol E. Action just revived 2 people. Fun. It actually does give them the ability to defend inhib that they wouldn't have otherwise. Really interesting. Or just int, I guess. Leona's crazy. Oh, Leona's nuts. Not quite. I don't have R, but all I need is a 1E, and we should be able to take this. We probably don't stay for the inhib though. Yeah. I can just kind of force it. Okay. Block, 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 block. Nice. Oh, Kha'Zix tried to go for a flank. Oh, it didn't quite. Oh, how'd that work? We caused Death Stance or something. Oh, that missed. My ult's almost up. I don't have any need to use it on a solo Leona, so I'm not going to use it yet. I kind of do want to bait him, though. I mean, I do have R. How do you not backstep there, Leona? You just commit forward. I didn't realize Irelia was there. So close! I was so close to getting an E off. And then, like, I just need one person to die there, and then I get Death Stance healing. I was so sad. I was so close. Missing that E. I tried to eat Action because he's the highest priority target, and I need him to die, but I probably should just eat, you know, Leona or something. Something easy. Because the E Spirit gives you so much healing from the extra tentacle slam that happen off of it. So yeah, little spooky of a game. Lots of kills though, lots of action. Action. Oh, I went Thornmail. Why did I complete Thornmail? Because Action's like just destroying us right now and Ari's not doing too much damage. That's why. We'll definitely get Spirit Visage last. When you're thinking about builds, you want to think not just about like what you need to make your champion good. You need to think about like what the enemy win conditions are, and you want to build for that. So my build could be the exact. I could be versus the exact same team, and in 3 different games build differently. You know, if the enemy has a tank that's super strong, then I'm gonna build tank shred item. If the enemy team has a mid lane Ahri that's absolutely just hard carrying, I'm gonna build Spirit Visage. The enemy team has a really fed Action, I'm gonna just build armor earlier, right? And so each game can have the same team comps, but depending on how the gold allocation is done on the enemy team, depends on like how I build, right? It's not a static thing. Ultimately, what you want to do in itemization in League is understand what each item does, what it counters well versus, and then build according to the game state. And get over it. I couldn't leap over the wall, man. I was trying and it just wouldn't happen, so I flashed. Really annoying. I mean, what are you gonna do? Another reason why Divine Center feels really good this game is because Leona. It shreds Leona apart. Gorgebringer doesn't really add that much damage in like a 1v1 situation. Gorgebringer is really about your team fight capability to like heal a burst amount really quickly when everyone's focused on you. Divine Thunder is definitely the better like skirmisher item. Can we end here? We just need to land 1E and it's over. Or Zoe can just straight up Q Kha'Zix and one-shot him. Sidestep King. Nice. Stay alive, baby. Death Stance, baby. Watch that healing. So, that's a little bit of Illaoi and Irelia. Sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.